Well, we were away on holiday. We came back and unfortunately found that we had been burgled. It was a bit of a shock, and we were actually really lucky because the police were amazing, and to cut a long story short, they actually caught the offender very quickly, and we went to court very quickly because he was there for other offences. So when Natasha and Sophie came out to see me, they explained a little bit more about what restorative justice was all about, because I really didn't have any idea. And I decided that I would, if I was going to do it, like to see him face to face. So when he came in, I stood up, looked him in the eye and held my hand out, and he reciprocated. We shook hands. So that sort of broke the ice a bit, and then we sat down. So it was a little bit difficult to start with the meeting. Obviously we were both a bit apprehensive, but it wasn't too long before I realised that he actually was quite a talker. And as time went on, we began to be a little bit more relaxed, and he told me quite a bit about his background and the reasons why he'd started burgling. He'd been doing it for most of his life and was obviously quite proud of that. But he decided he was in a position with a second family that really he perhaps ought to be looking at a different way with his life. He realised that it wasn't going well for him. But he said it was the first time that he'd actually met one of his victims. And he said he just always thought that, well, it doesn't matter. The insurance will just pay for things. What the heck? And so I tried to explain to him the impact that it had had on us, that yes, the insurance do pay for some things, but there are an awful lot of things that insurance don't pay for, and all the trauma that you go through. And you could sort of begin to see that it was logging with him, that there was more to it than just burgling a house and the insurance paying up. So this went on for about an hour and a half and was actually much easier than I'd thought. And towards the end, you could see that he actually was beginning to feel, maybe I shouldn't have done this. And right at the very end, when we actually said our goodbyes, we both stood up, and I do remember shaking his hand, and put his head down, and he was saying, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry." And that's really how it ended. I was very apprehensive to start with, but after working through the whole process with Natasha and Sophie, and meeting with the prisoner, I would very definitely recommend anybody going through this process, no question at all.